just finished my workout. I took my hat off. Sorry. So my hair's a mess. I just gotta say this because, I'm not like going full supporter on anything here. I just want to point out some things, and then I want you to think for yourself that perhaps there's more like bigger worldly shit going on than anyone is discussing. Number one, and most of the states are paying attention to this, but in a lot of southern states, they are cutting kids' lunches. We're already short by 30 minutes, now down to 20. That includes getting them to the cafeteria, getting them through the line to get their food, getting them to the tables, and fed in 20 minutes. It is mandatory state law that anyone who works 6 hours get a 30-minute lunch break, yet our kids only get 20. Kids eat slower than us. They have monitors in the lunchroom that have to consistently remind them to keep eating. They are kids. You can't speed up the process. They're going to start choking. They're going to have gas and tummy aches from, eating too fast. On top of that, most places don't give these children recess. In winter months, especially in my area, they would bring them to the auditorium to run around and play if recess was not available outside, as in too cold, whatever. These are children. We are expecting them to sit in a seat for 8 hours a day, and they're not adults. They don't have the capacity to talk themselves through emotions, let alone look at the clock and say, okay, I have 20 minutes till lunch. It's not that far away. They have no sense of time most of the time that this is going to be affecting these kids. They don't, it's mean. It's fucking mean to make these kids sit still all day. They are constant sources of energy. And when they aren't getting that energy out, they're not going to focus. And when they have irritation sitting in that seat for too long, then you just want to drug them to make them manageable, when really they're just a kid, and expecting them to sit in a seat, in their butt in a seat for 8 hours. Why don't you go send them to a factory shift and make them work and then take their paycheck? Then, on top of that, they're allowed a certain amount of sick days. Like they give, let's say, if they're going to follow the standing workforce, which I think they're trying to do, 3 sick days. These are children. Do you know why children get sick all the time? Because they haven't grown up yet and had things in their body like antigens, antibodies. This takes time to develop as you are exposed to things. That's why kids get affected by the flu and the cold harder than us. Because we went through it so many times as a kid, we built up this shield of it can't really mess with us until a new strain comes. But the kids don't have that in their data bank just yet. The flu kills hundreds of thousands of people a year, more so than COVID. The flu is extremely deadly for elderly people, babies, and, you guessed it, children. It's also highly more contagious with people who have compromised immune systems, elderly, and children. So you're going to tell these kids who are going to take 3 to 4 days longer to cure themselves of a sickness because their bodies are younger and function actually harder than ours because they are growing still, that they can't have the sufficient, they're going to still be in school vomiting and shitting their pants. Their 3 days is up and their flu is still there. And then you're going to send them to fucking school and get other kids sick? And if the parents decide that their kid is too sick, you're going to sick CPS on them for being bad parents. And the reasoning in all of this because they want the children to grow up and be less complainers than we are complaining now. So you don't want to fix the world issues. You just want to make people dormant, not think for themselves. No more free minds. You're going to tell them what they can read, what words they can say, how they can dress. Is this Stalingrad or America? Not really sure at this point. Now, women's rights have been attacked for years, but now they're trying to make the entire United States go anti-abortion. So they're going to be forcing women to have babies they don't want or can't support. What's the consequence for men? Do they physically have to carry something in their body, push it out? And, they can just go home and pay money. They don't have to take care of it. What if someone gets raped? And the seed of that person that violated their body, now the government says that baby is precious. You're going to have to carry it. And that person is so fucked up from what happened to them that every single day they try to fucking kill themselves. Yet their culty parents tie them to the bed and say, that baby's precious. You can kill yourself when the baby's out, because that's going to happen. You have to think about the crazy part of what you are implementing and why abortion was put into law in the first place. Because women were sitting in their bathroom with fucking metal hangers trying to take care of it themselves because they don't want it, and their husband's too stupid to fucking pull out or just doesn't give a fuck because we're just dumpsters to men, apparently. They're killing themselves, bleeding out for a right that they always had. Do you think every woman who gets pregnant that was their choice? What Delulu land do you live in that rape and sick fucking men don't exist? Because you need to think about those people. Because you're raping them again over and over every day by forcing them to have that baby. They're reliving the rape every time they feel a kick. And some people don't have the capacity to see that as an innocent baby. They see it and feel a demon spawn in their baby, in their body, because they were raped and they're fucked in the head. So you're fucking them for their whole life so that you can deliver a baby that this country can't fucking afford. They don't want you raising your kid. They want you to send your kid to a factory where they're probably going to start implementing jobs by 3rd grade. The way we're going, there's going to be no more schools. When your kid starts walking, they're going to go to a factory. The country we fought against, the revolutions we had already fought to tell the old oppressor motherfuckers that are doing the same shit today to fuck themselves. And now we're just bending over. Come on, Trump, give it to me right up my a-hole. I don't fucking appreciate the fact that now anyone who's married that is gay, your marriage might not be real now. That's right. They're now discussing whether it's even lawful for gay people to get married. So what? All these fucking people that out here got married, started lives, had kids. Now what? Their marriage is just dissolved because you fucking said so? What is it your business who anybody loves, fucks, sucks off, has babies, lives with? That ain't your role, government. Ever. And when did America stop telling them to sit the fuck down? Listen, you're all a bunch of wusses. Just marching in a beat of line. Does nobody realize the fucked up shit? And how many people are on this country yet? Every day Trump is still the president. Impeach, who gives a fuck? Go get him out ourselves. Let's go get him out ourselves. Wait on what? Nobody's got time to wait for some dumb shit. I want to be the one that said, when you were in history class and you were learning about Hitler, and I was like, I would have said, fuck off, I'm not doing that. I'm not fighting for your fucking military. All you people would have fought for Hitler. All people like me would have been and moved to fucking Switzerland like the rest of the smart people. This is fucked.